your coaches, they seem so technical. And
Yeah.
they like technical. But then so is their philosophy, do they look for the technical players or do they look for athletes and then they try to work on the technical? Or is it a little bit of both? Because you're both.
Yeah, I would say I
feel like Eleanor was both. I think Sarah is both.
Yeah. I'd say, I don't know. I mean, I think it's a good mix.
The Canadian.
Both.
Yeah.
I think it's a good mix. I think if I think you need to be if you're really technical and you're a decent athlete, like decent or above average, let's say, above average athlete, I think you're good. I think if you're subpar technical and you're an amazing athlete, I think they're going to take you.
Right.
And then they'll recruit you technically. I mean, they'll develop you technically.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, they like people that are like a blank slate that don't have like as much training because, I mean, like, I had some bad habits like going in from just growing up and like
being 17 years old.
And it just like working and coming in. Like I wasn't playing against like Power 4 girls.
No.
Growing up, like
maybe 4.
Or even in just like in the ECNL, like think you play against a team, like they have like 2 or 3 probably.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Now
I had bad habits, and
now you're constantly playing against literally 30.
Yeah. And so it was kind of like you have to get rid of those bad habits, and it's easier if you don't have them going in. Because it's hard to like even like my cutbacks, like that was one of the hardest things for me to get rid of because that's all I did.
And you get away with it at the ECNL level because you're playing, no offense to mid-majors, but you're playing against mid-majors and you're training with mid-majors and you could tear up an entire team if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like the difference between ECNL and high school. Think about what you could get away with high school. Exactly. And that's the other drop-off. It's like where you are at the Big Ten and where you were at the ECNL. Yeah. It's like there's layers to this.
Because everybody's a good athlete. Everybody's good technically. Like, there you go.
And I'm trying to always pinpoint what the Big Ten difference is, what the Power 4 difference is. Because if you look on the men's side, it's not, the national title winners aren't all Power 4s, right? I mean, Vermont just won. A couple of years ago, Marshall won. Akron's won a few. You know, of course, there's Indiana that wins, here and there. But on the women's side, outside of Santa Clara, it's been North Carolina, it's been Florida State, it's been UCLA, it's been Virginia. It's all Power 4s. Penn State won one. Yeah. It was the last Big Ten team to win it.
I think it's athletes. They're better athletes. The pace of game is quicker, and everybody is at the same level technically. But I think, honestly, it's athleticism. That's the number one.